Hi guys, good morning. So I'm reading these messages from the video I did yesterday on Faith. Faith's image removed from the recap that Showmax wants to do on the Bbnaija, and I just wanted to read some messages. There are some messages that are quite interesting, and some others are, it's your opinion. Like I said, I really don't like it when people don't even engage and engage meaningfully too. I love meaningful engagements, and if you watch, I'm not the type who wants to shut down anybody's opinion. I mean, everybody should have their opinion. My opinion is also mine. Okay, I have never said I am the odogu of opinions, or my opinion really counts and matters. But sometimes you just have to put humanity in whatever it is that you are putting out in terms of your opinion. Okay, so messages the on some of the messages you have sent to the channel, that is the Niger Now channel, and it's for this particular topic, Bbnaija, Faith image removed by MultiChoice, on their recap for the year 2025. Okay, let's start from somewhere. So I can just start from anywhere. Okay, I could read anybody's message at any point in time. So it's not like I'm going to read everything. But please, if I don't read yours, if I don't read yours, that's not to say that yours is not important. Okay, so let's see. MT Sissa says, firstly, people are jumping to conclusion without knowing how Faith's relationship with MultiChoice went after his disqualification. Second, his peak support was at around 13%, and they wouldn't mind cutting him off because most fans are usually fans of the show BB, which is why they move on to new faves with each new season. I don't think not having faith on the poster will make any dent to their coffers. Okay, if it wouldn't, why remove him? If I've not watched the Showmax recap of the BBN, but I'm trying to see if they are going to remove him completely from the so-called highlights, because that is even a major highlight. I don't know if you understand. That is, his disqualification is a major highlight. So how do you do a highlight of an entire season without putting out that part and the event leading to that part? And for someone who is that relevant, you are. This person is saying that his popularity is around 13%. Okay, so popularity is around 13%, but have you seen the numbers as it relates to the amount of task won? So he won the highest amount of task, 16. The others were 14. I think Dede was 14, and then Thelma Lawson was 12 or so. So he was the highest, 16. So how do you remove an entire 16 task winner or winnings from a show? It doesn't make sense. Okay, the person continues and says, Canal Plus will cancel Big Brother. Are you serious? Well, look, this is not in any way. Maybe I may have gone overboard yesterday, but I am not. It's not. This is an advocacy to cancel Big Brother. It would not. It will not do well, given what the program has done the for the people of Nigeria. Okay, the youth of Nigeria. There are a few persons who have highlighted a few things as not right with the show, but you cannot use that to cancel the entire show. I mean, look at the people who they have churned out. People who have been. I'm not talking about the winners alone. Just leave out the winners. The winners, you could say, oh, they had these people who won and they made a lot of money. But the people who have been churned out from that platform are people who will never think of being celebrities in their lifetime. Yeah, there have been influencers, there have been ambassadors, there have been, prominent people, there have been people who own and operate NGOs helping people. So when this is not out of advocacy to cancel it, okay? Kana Plus, don't cancel Bbnaija, but what we want to let you know is to find out how you can modify it. So it's not really influenced by personal sentiments of those who are in the production team. Because what I see for me is somebody or two persons within the production team being sentimental about the issue, and then they are saying, you know what, we are going to completely cancel this guy, even if it means removing his poster, removing his highlights from our visuals. Let him just. And yes, like I think I buy into what this guy said. Maybe there was a breakdown of communication between MultiChoice and Faith. Yes, maybe there's a possibility. Yesterday I was telling you something like they may have told him, go out, apologize to us using your platforms. Say that you didn't, you were in on diet. You just put up some words, and then put it out and say you apologize, and then I say, okay, fine, we can now do the needful. So it would more like validate what they have done. That thing that Ebuka did when he got into the house in the final week, and they started asking him doctoral questions, because he came and said he wants them to ask him questions. And I'm sure that he knows that we're going to ask him that question about Faith. He just wanted to find out what the housemates thought, because I'm sure that thing divided their production team. That decision to ask Faith to be disqualified divided their team, and they were just looking for a way to patch the thing, because, they don't make mistakes, so you just have to patch it. And maybe somebody who is senior in that production team is the one that is pushing that this Faith guy is too arrogant, is too this one, is too that one. There has been, in fact, I will tell you for free, there has been a breakdown of communication between MultiChoice, Big Brother, and Faith. And that would also most likely affect those winnings. Remember, there was this debate about whether he was going to get the car he won and all of those winnings that he actually won. It is possible that they can decide, you know what, let's hold it back. Let's not give it to him. So I really don't know the rules and regulations as to, okay, if you are disqualified, all your winnings are gone. I don't know, because again, it must have been signed somewhere. If it's not signed, then this got to take them to court. Yes, and who knows, maybe they might be in court. Yes. So, I just wanted to, I just want to focus on reading this verse. I've already taken your time, explaining things. But this person is saying, Canal Plus will cancel Big Brother. Pay TV is dead. They will keep struggling with subscriptions. If Super Sport loses sporting rights, that will be the end. Most of the housemates were playing safe and boring, but Faith was the one giving everyone what to talk about. It as well. MultiChoice airing the cursed show BBN. I will never ever watch it again until death. Ejo, Agnes, Ejo, please, we are expecting you to come back. And they will invite him for a reunion, Mumusho. This one says, Faith, Precious Takura says, Faith was the foundation, a pillar, a hero. Production team and housemates can continue hating him, but how many are you? What impact do you have in your life? Bbnaija had no meaning without Faith. Veronica says, if Faith suffered to get his wins, and if not given back, they will lose. Since everyone wants to be mad, they should also remove any video that had highlights of Faith in it, even remove all the tasks that he won, also delete the period he was HOH, clean the whole thing off Faith, since Faith is the new face of Nigeria's problem to them. Bbnaija is truly run by sinister people this season, and I for sure won't ever watch it. Omo, who can I calm down now? This one is when I go watch them again. We're just see, this is something that we're trying to correct something. Okay, we're trying to correct, like, find a way, even if it means at the end of the day, they change the production team, or take away the people who are in production, take them to somewhere, maybe take them to marketing or sales. I'm not saying people should be sacked or be removed from their duties, but move them away, get new persons who can practically analyze things to a point of solving a problem, not instigating or pushing further the problem. Because I, for one, will never, ever think that they would want to remove Faith from the highlights that they have produced. So if you remove the person who has the highest task, remove the person who is one of the most competitive, remove the person who allegedly, of course, had an altercation with Sultana, which was a major highlight. Go and look at the views of that particular, the one that they even posted. Go and look at the views on YouTube and see the numbers. So what highlight exactly are you showing us? What exactly are you showing us? It doesn't make sense. Anyone who made that decision, because I'm sure that there's no way that the production team will sit around the table and then everybody agrees. But this is how it works. If they take a decision, say maybe there are 7 persons in production and maybe 4 says, no, this is what we're going to do. The other 3 really doesn't have a choice. They just have to say, okay, because it's highest number. The person would, because of the people who are there are more, so they take responsibility for the decisions. This is how it works in management levels. Okay, so Chris Ari says, all the disqualified housemates in BBN, please, did they apologize publicly? But if Showmax removed Faith picks in the housemates in season 10/10, then there is more to Faith disqualification than being disqualified. Faith won 16 tasks, highest wins, and he is the only housemate that never lost a wager in the history of BBN show. So they can't delete him from the season 10/10. MultiChoice removing Faith picks showed the dirty that they did to Faith. Like, how can production be like this? Well, Faith is so focused, doing great things, they can't delete his life. Faith, God is above the production and everything in them. Faith will be fine. This one from Caroline. DQ from BBN, not from live. Disqualified from BBN, not from live. Since everyone wants to be mad, this is from Priye. They should also remove any video that had highlights of Faith in it. Even remove all the tasks that he won. Also delete the period he was HOH. Clean the whole thing. Since Faith is the new face of Nigeria's problem. I think I've taken this before, but let me go from the beginning. Precious says, Faith is the one who deserves an apology from housemates and Bbnaija production team. Mike says, say it again, my brother, as if they are God. They can't stop Faith's shine. The hatred is too much. Please, God, give my daughter Faith courage to move on. Amen. In one moment, I was just thinking, and I'm like, imagine Faith was the kind of person who is mild and things get too easily. Imagine Faith is that kind of person that, anything will just happen like this, the guy mind go fly, or he doesn't have that strength and courage to get over things, to overcome certain situations, to turn certain disappointments into blessing. Because there are people who are like that, who don't have who think that maybe because of one misfortune, their life has ended. Imagine Faith is that kind of person. Faith could not do depression now. Faith could not do serious depression. And then you do all of these things to him, and then the guy is practically, the guy is practically trying to pick the pieces of things that have happened. It's not everybody that would get disqualified and they will be fine. No, Some people, they'll get disqualified, they'll go and hang themselves. Some will get disqualified and then go and jump into lagoon. We've seen crazy things happen in this country. But again, yeah, I understand that. Thank God that the people that are around him are people who are also like him, that have like minds, that there are also people who would support him to regain whatever that has been lost. In fact, I think that what he has gained now, Seth, in terms of the numbers I'm hearing, I think he has even made much more than he got from the house already. This is just 2-3 weeks since that so-called disqualification happened. Yes, he has made that money, whatever it is that it was the amount that he lost, including the card that was 38 million. He has made that money already. Then whatever is coming now is just additions or add-ons. That is if they did, because I'm beginning to doubt if they even gave him those winnings. I doubt it. If they can remove his face from their highlights, I doubt if they gave him, frankly. And he also does look like, because Faith can be an interesting person. What if Faith rejected the gift? Rejected that, you know what, you disqualified me. I don't want it. Don't worry. I'm not bothered about, the gift anymore. It's possible. It is possible. Yes. So if he maybe MultiChoice invites him and he says, I'm not coming, or whatever winnings that I have gotten from the so-called game, I don't want it because you disqualified me. It is possible that is one of the reasons why MultiChoice is behaving the way they're behaving. Because I'm trying to think through why you would remove somebody's face from your picture. I don't know. I don't want to give them the benefit of doubt, but I will try to watch the highlight to see if truly they will remove the entire Faith's highlights from their production to see what it will look like. Really, I'm just thinking, because Faith related with a lot of people. So are you going to cut him out? Are you going to put a times on him when the production, when he's moving around? Like, what exactly are you going to do? Like, I'm really curious to see how it is going to look like. I mean, for me, it's the most childish thing ever. Fumzile Mlilo says they can remove Faith, but in reality, Faith was the backbone of that show. He will remain the legacy of the show. We will never forget him. That's Faith. Fatia says, please God, give my Dr. Faith courage to move on. Amen. Burnt Out says, why would they do that? I'm not a fan of Faith, but he is a great young man, I believe. But why on earth would they remove his image? What kind of thing is that? Nah, that's messed up. Michelle says, MultiChoice is a sham. BBN should be banned completely. I vowed not to watch it again. Wicked production. Faith's disqualification was unwarranted. This guy literally moved from 12th to top 3 just like that. Faith never apologized to let them sink with their boring housemates. Okay. William says, this is unfair. I'm so disappointed with production. What is all this? Faustina says, when Fina and Tacha talked about how wicked MultiChoice is, I thought they were joking. Tlamelo Fatihu says, even if MultiChoice have removed Dr. Faith, they have done nothing. Faith have played a major role in that house. It shows that even Big Brother wasn't intimidated by Faith's intelligence. You have not removed him from our hearts. Dr. Faith is loved in Nigeria, Africa as a whole, and the world. Forever faithful. His name will not fade at all. Dr. Faith, you are loved forever. Just 3 days to the finals after all this dedication to the show this season. Indeed, just 3 days. Just 3 days to the final day after all his dedication to the show. And yet you want to now erase him. As in, you just want to cancel him. There's more. There's nothing anybody can tell me. There is more to this particular one than meets the eyes. I think there's a relationship breakdown, just like that person stated. There's a relationship breakdown between Faith and MultiChoice, and we don't know the extent of it. Okay, it's a possibility that Faith must have written them via his lawyers and say, you know what, we don't want you to use our pictures, our visuals, and we don't want the gift from you. Just go with it. It's a possibility. It's a possibility. It's a possibility. So if that is the case, I'm not saying that's the case, but if that's the case, then they are justified. Do you understand what I'm saying? Then they are justified. But I doubt if that's the case. Okay, let me tell you why. When you're going into the house, you will sign an undertaking, a document, and that document tells you, because I'm privy to the information because a few of the housemates and that have left the previous housemates, we speak. So they give you a document to sign that your pictures, your videos, you have signed up for them to use it in their production, in their promotion, whatever. So pre-show, show, and then after show. Okay, so you cannot come all the way, and they even write that even if you are disqualified, they'll still use your visuals. So you cannot come and then start saying, or use a lawyer and start saying, oh, I don't want you to use this thing anymore because you disqualified me. No, because you have already signed that already, because that's what you signed up for. So that you played the game and then you didn't win, or you got disqualified from the show, doesn't vitiate what you have signed previously. So that's why I said it will most likely not be that the relationship broke down to the extent that Faith told them to not use his visuals. And even if he says that he shouldn't use his visuals, they can decide to use it. They can say use it because you signed that we should use it. You appeared on the show. Do you understand what I'm saying? So the extent of it is what we're looking at, because again, I kept thinking about it. How is that even possible? That these people can decide to remove somebody that appeared up until the 10th week, Chitru says, what is the problem with MultiChoice? This is more than the dragging of a basket with Sultana. Why are they being very vindictive towards Faith? This is surprising. It is indeed. It was uncalled for, really. They went too far. You want them to put woman beater. I'm not sure you watched that scenario. If you watched that scenario, you wouldn't say it's a woman beater. There was no time Faith used his hand to beat anybody, or Faith used his hand to punch on anybody, or Faith used something to throw at somebody. What happened? If you are calling Faith woman beater, what will you call Zita? Zita literally used a plate with food and threw on somebody's face. She was not disqualified. She was given 2 strikes. Oh, she's a woman. She's a woman. She was provoked. But Faith was dragging something with somebody, and then the dragging led to the lady falling and twisting her feet. Oh, he is a woman beater, but Zita is not a man beater. Analyzer. Continue. No problem. Next, let our God of faith judge them. Albert says, we are not all perfect. Faith was the show. Caroline says, Florence says, who do we blame now for removing Faith's picture? Someone needs to remind MultiChoice that we pay their salaries, not the other way around. We need a refund for our votes that they disregarded. Okay, that's a good point. You remember, this one says, funny you, the Razor. You remember they brought in a boring doctor last year, and because of that, they were expecting same boring doctor this year, but they were shocked and they saw their plans drowning into water. They knew that Faith is a no-nonsense man, so a quick action was taken through Sultana. They can never dim his light. Folktales says the show is over. Big Brother Ninja, Showmax, and whoever isn't the writer, or whoever isn't the writer of Faith's life. And lastly, I hope they don't use Faith's highlights to cash out. They should remove Faith's inputs. Let's see how far. Let's see. This one says apologies for what? I think she was referring to when I said that that they may have asked him to apologize and he refused and all that. It might be more than that. It might be more than that. They might have invited him over and he says no, he's not coming. I mean, I just painted several scenarios that may have played out. Okay, there might be a breakdown of communication between both, so much so that he rejects the gift, or they ask him to come over and then he says no, or that kind of thing. It's a possibility that he decides not to associate with BBN anymore. Yes, Faith can do it. Faith is that kind of guy that can say, you know what, I could do better than this, whatever it is that you've given me. Yes, you've disqualified me, but you didn't disqualify me from life. I've got life, I can breathe. And when there is life, I could achieve even 10 times whatever it is that I got from the house. Some people were even trying to, how do I put it? They were trying to yab him about the 5 million naira that he collected, the loan that he collected loan and went to Big Brother. So, okay, how much is 5 million naira now compared to what he has made? In fact, the company that gave him the 5 million naira loan, I'm sure he is now doing influencing for them. Look, see, there is grace, there is grace. So there is grace and there is grace. Does anybody even think right now that Faith, since he came out, as in if you are going to count top 5 housemates that will succeed, what am I saying top 5? Top 3 housemates that will succeed post-show, that will succeed in real world post-show. If you have any list and Faith is not in the top 3, you are joking. But it's true. You are joking. You're a joker. Like seriously, like are you really seriously kidding me? That you think that oh my God. You think that Faith for what he, in fact, do you know that what he's going to do is he's going to even double his hustle to make sure that whatever it is that he made from MultiChoice or Big Brother show will look like a child's play, will look like chicken change. How much is the car? 38 million, right? And you think he has not made 38 million naira since he came out? He has made double that. See, they're not saying, Faith is not saying the real amount. What you are seeing is social media. The only idea he made us to understand is that he receives a lot daily from people whom he does not know. So this one you are seeing that, there's a check that is shown, there's check that is shown, there's check that is shown. Oh, that's the one that he wants you to see. He won't come and tell you, today I've received 2.2 million. Yesterday I received 8 million. Next, this thing, he won't come and start saying that. But trust me, that guy has made much more money than whatever winnings that MultiChoice gave him. So my own issue is, why is MultiChoice being childish? Why are they childish? Except there is something more that we're not seeing. But on the surface of things, somebody's just angry with Faith in their production team, and it's not even about the show. Andong Josephine says, so that means even the car that they said he will get is not getting it again. MultiChoice. You can erase his picture, but you will never erase the fact that he's a winner of the season, 10 over 10. Dr. Faith, oh yeah. Don't mind Bbnaija, they are just funny. Okay, these are the messages I was able to grab. Okay, Vigo Chima says, humility is the key. Faith is learning dirty, and that suits him. Let's glory Elijah mourn again. This one says, and there's somebody is now replying, learning because Bbnaija is the beginning and the end of life. Una de capo. Okay, I know a lot of people actually replied that particular message. Okay, I think they say you lack common sense. Okay, Amaka plus and Glory Elijah is far better than you. The hatred of faith has extended to Glory. Poor you. I didn't know some people get dark hearts. The reply is this. It's just crazy. They cannot remove him from our hearts, and that's very, very, very profound. You can remove him from your shows, remove him from your highlights, remove him from the pictures, remove him, in fact, you can practically cut him up from the production team after all. But the most important thing is that you cannot remove him from our heart. And that is the most important thing. And I'm sure that if they have a way to remove faith from our hearts, they would do it. But it's just too late. Nothing that can be done about it. They are wishing they can erase. They are wishing they can even put somebody else right now. If they wish they can rewind the hands of time. Okay, fine. If you can rewind the hand of time, why don't you now get to the person specifically who chose faith or who decided to choose faith to join the team? That person. Why don't you also sack the person too? Oh yeah, because I mean, it's also part of the whole production, right? This person chose faith. This person's decision to bring in faith. Sack the person. Oh yeah. So let's rewind and get things done. It's crazy, man. But I appreciate every one of you for contributing on the channel. Your messages are so much. They are so much. They are so much, and I can't go further than this because I just needed to put some more thoughts regarding what happened yesterday. Well, I appreciate you guys. Thank you. I would see you on the next one. God bless.